Partnership is a key source and lifeline in NovaPlus. And to be successful in this industry, partnering, it's what makes you go in a long way.
You look at also in terms of digital and internet penetration in the rural areas or the far-flung areas that have no access to electricity, have no access to internet connectivity. How does NovaPlus tap into that market? So how do we move from online to offline?
To NovaPlus is we customize. This is a Kenya, this is an Africa technology or digital that we are bringing here. So we work with local businesses, SMEs, to customize their needs, to understand what they need or how they function, are some of the key things that we use when it comes to digital and AI to better serve them.
On our first episode of My Business, we're joined by Mohamed Bashir, a tech entrepreneur passionate about Kenyan tourism. What turned as a frustration back home coming from the United States became a source of inspiration for establishing NovaPlus Limited. How can key players into the tourism and hospitality industry onboard into the NovaPlus platform? So how do other players that wants to collaborate, wants to partner, how can they have a conversation with you? How can they take this part of e-commerce revolution, especially in the hospitality industry? NovaPlus enables listing of hospitality establishments, making it seamless and connects them with key clients.
Some of the key partners that we work with are Moving Pick Hotel, Pax Manor Mudega. We have, Eden Cap, as well as Bolt Business, and Bolt have recently onboarded. We have many travel and tourism such as Axel Africa Safaris.
I understand NovaPlus, it's in a last stage of onboarding key players into the platform so that it can roll out into the Kenyan market. So in 2026, when do we envision to see NovaPlus launched officially into the market? The word is outside there, and also fellow Kenyans can take part into the e-commerce revolution. So when do we see it being launched? This episode is brought to you by Memoir Hospitality Consulting Limited, Meet Nairobi event by HMP Agency, East Africa Exhibition Forum by Sarita Expo Center, and NovaPlus. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is 𝗦𝘁𝗿𝗁 from the Mice Business, and this is a Mice Diary. Today, we are actually joined by Bashir Mohamed, who is the CEO of NovaPlus TradePoint Limited. How are you, Bashir?
Good, thank you.
How is it going?
It's going great.
Interesting. I think I see NovaPlus is integrating technology in the hospitality and tourism space.
Yes, that's correct. But first of all, let me say thank you, Mice Business, for inviting us.
Yes.
Very, very humble. Yes, NovaPlus, it's coming into this digital hospitality and travel and tourism platform and sector here in Kenya, and soon will be all over Africa. So,
Bashir, I've seen NovaPlus TradePoint Limited has actually launched into the Kenyan market. And I've seen you really have a sharp focus on the tourism and hospitality space in Kenya. And we know tourism is one of the leading GDP provider for the country, apart from agriculture. So, and also leading foreign exchange earner in the country. So why this sharp focus on hospitality and tourism?
NovaPlus is interested in hospitality and travel and tourism is to integrate our consumers with the hospitality and travel and tourism, to be a bridge for the consumers, as well as to become easy and seamless for the consumers locally and internationally to explore Kenya, as well as the hospitality and tourism.
In the hospitality industry, generally the MICE industry, that is the meetings, incentive, conference, and event, what problem is NovaPlus trying to solve, or what is the solution that NovaPlus is introducing into the Kenyan market, or these market gaps that we are seeing, which you envision to see NovaPlus closing it into the market?
What NovaPlus is solving is two things. One, we're solving the trust. Having in the hospitality and tourism sector, having a trust where consumers have the feel as well as the understanding of the safety that they can trust this sector. So for NovaPlus, this becomes a trusted platform that brings the comfort that the consumers need. And the second thing is providing consumer to this industry. This is over 2 million plus visitors that come to Kenya. So having the process of understanding and feeling the trust that once they come to Kenya, that they can find in the hospitality and tourism, as well as to eliminate the middleman. And so that the consumers can have a direct connection with the hospitality and tourism.
In the hospitality or generally in the MICE industry, trust issues and insecurities are some of the key issues that we deal with day to day. And knowing that hospitality and tourism, it's an industry that relies a lot of human touch point. It's a personalized industry. So how do we ensure that NovaPlus platform, it bridges this trust issue and integrates the element of security and trust between the buyers and the seller?
NovaPlus, when it comes to trust and security, it's our priority. The key thing that we focus is, number one, working with the Kenyan government or Kenyan laws according to the different agencies that we are abiding the law. The second thing is verification with, vigorously we check with verification of every seller, every business on the platform. So to be on NovaPlus, you have to be fully verified. And third thing is having or well-experienced customer service to help onboard as well as complete the verification process for businesses that are joining NovaPlus. So security, it's very key, but in order to succeed this sector, we have to go and work with different level of security as well as different agency of the government according to the Kenyan laws.
We cannot finish this conversation without talking about the tour operators. And we understand a huge percent of the tourism business, around 60%, it's brought in by the tour operators. This might be the agent, the tour consultants, and involving these key players in the industry, Bashir, it's very important. Now, my ask is, how does NovaPlus partner and collaborate with the tour operators without necessarily undercutting them or seeing them as a barrier to accessing this market? Because we need to collaborate, and stakeholder engagement is something that is very important. We saw recently when there was a cab hailing app. They introduced a new product and it brought a lot of issues into the industry. And we wouldn't want that to be the case, because when tech companies come and invest in the country, they need to work closely with the key stakeholders, especially the tour operators. So how will NovaPlus collaborate with the tour operators without necessarily undercutting them or seeing them as a threat?
NovaPlus partnering with travel agency or travel and tourism, the word partnership is our hardcore, is our heart. So by basically giving them sources and outreach areas, so just like coastal areas, as well as we do have a section, category NovaPlus travel and agency, as well as travel and tourism. So we do have classified area for them. So to help and work together, it's not to undercut or undermine, but to kind of make them reach areas that they don't either have the access or the integration that they need. And NovaPlus is there to help and partner with them. So we are a family, but not competitors.
Technology is there to support and not necessarily to eliminate the human touch point. And I understand AI is already here with us. So how will the platform maintain the human touch point? Because we do not want to see whereby a tech platforms eliminate the human aspect. So how do you ensure that your platform is able to maintain a human touch point into its core product, and users are not necessarily interacting with bots and not too much automation that it loses the human aspect. So how does NovaPlus ensure that it humanizes its service as much as possible?
NovaPlus is very, very high tech as the way we have developed and created NovaPlus, but with 80% of human interaction, we tend to keep that way in NovaPlus. So what I mean by that is consumers and customers and users will have up to 80% of interaction with businesses as well as human touch. What I mean by that is we have different levels of integrations and features. So when a consumer comes into the platform, they can either contact directly in the form of a phone, they can either interact with a live person in the form of messaging, as well as we do have a WhatsApp integration. So we have different levels of features that we have made it easy for the consumer or the users to interact easily with the business owner. So, and if that don't help or they need additional, then NovaPlus do have a customer service that they can call that will answer their needs and their attentions and their concerns 24 hours, 7 days a week.
We are, you see, East Africa is a Silicon Savannah with Kenya taking the lead. And AI is already here with us. We are not talking about how to use AI, but how do we leverage or automating AI? Because no conversation or no organizations currently right now are not utilizing AI. AI is already here with us. And now my ask is, Bashir, how is NovaPlus leveraging or utilizing the artificial intelligence to improve its product and services into the market? So what ways do we see AI being utilized by NovaPlus?
NovaPlus and utilizing AI. AI is already here. It's here around the world. It's here in Africa. It's more in NovaPlus how we are utilizing when it comes to customization for seeing, or as well as if a customer or a user comes into the platform, what type of area are they looking into it? So if they look at to the technology or electronic, or if they look at in the hospitality and tourism, it kind of gives the client or the consumer that yesterday they looked at this particular area in the coastal, then it shows them the next day, hey, there's this hotel and this travel tour in that area. So it kind of reads as well as understands what the customer or the consumer is looking to kind of better their search as well as their planning for future visits as well too.
I see NovaPlus won an award. I was just seeing the information on your socials, and actually I'm glad to see also the trophy here. And some few months ago, NovaPlus won the Paysetters e-commerce during the 9th annual International Paysetters Award this year. So what does that mean for NovaPlus winning that prestige award? What does it mean for you guys?
Getting a Paysetter award or any award, it's a credibility that it gives you your brand, as well as visibility to have what your brand have earned, as well as it's a marketing review. So the consumers have responded, they have interacted, used the website, they have used the application, so they are speaking. So winning an award, that means there's something that you are doing fantastic, that the consumers or in the marketplace are responding to it. So it's saying that you are doing good. So this year you are the best.
Just like any other business, a partnership and collaboration is a very critical element for a business to be successful. And no man is an island, and no business operates in isolation, because NovaPlus operates within the tourism and hospitality ecosystem, alias other industries. Now, when you look at partnerships, or when we talk about this collaboration, so how does this partnership look like for NovaPlus? Who are these key players you are onboarding? Who are these collaborators that are very key into your business, or just to ensure the product is successful into the market, it gets integrated into the market? Who are these partners you're looking for to work with?
Partnership is a key source and lifeline in NovaPlus. And to be successful in this industry, partnering, it's what makes you go in a long way. Some of the key partners that we work with are Move and Pick Hotel, Pax Manor Mudega. We have, Eden Cap, as well as Bolt Business and Bolt have recently onboarded. We have many travel and tourism such as Axel Africa Safari. So we have many brands. We also do partner with local agencies within the Kenyan government authority as well too, to basically further and expand the relationship of making seamless and easy for consumers to discover in Kenya's hospitality and tourism.
The Kenya tourism industry, it's heavily domestic, and by that you're looking at around 60 to 65% of the tourism is purely domestic, and this number actually shot during the COVID-19. And what exactly the government is doing, especially the Ministry of Tourism, led by Madam 𝗻𝗶𝗰𝗏, so is to see how Kenya can tap into the international market. And recently we saw they were at the WTM London, trying to sell the magical Kenya into the international market. So back to NovaPlus. How is NovaPlus going to ensure that it's going to tap into the international market and also to work in tandem, so with a better transformation to ensure that we strike a balance between domestic and international? So how does this platform promote the international market?
The way NovaPlus promote international visibility is businesses that are listed in NovaPlus are as well as exposed internationally. We do market all businesses in Kenya internationally. Some of the way that we do have features such as called worldwide. So we do give, when we market, we don't only market domestically, we also market internationally. So one of the features that we use is called worldwide view. So it gives businesses to see the level of performance or impressions or visitors they have in their website or in their dashboard or in their profile in NovaPlus. They get to see where around the world people have visited. So for example, if you have a hotel and you are posted on NovaPlus, you get to see daily, weekly, monthly, the numbers of visitors are visiting from either France, US, South Africa, Morocco, Egypt. Kind of gives you a broad idea of that you are outside of Kenya, as well as the way our system is built, that anyone who's coming to Kenya can plan ahead before arriving to Kenya. So it could go through everything they need in detail in all different categories and sectors in the platform.
The Kenyan demographic, actually 75% of the country's demographic, it's purely youth. And by youth, I mean numbers that are below 35 years. And tourism and hospitality is a leading employer to the youth, especially the female demographic. So how does NovaPlus also tap into this demographic? We see recently we've been having unrest with the Gen Zs and the youthful population, and also the President, His Excellency Arap Samoei Ruto, is working towards creating employment to the youths in the country. So, and NovaPlus is no exemption. So how does the platform leverage or support the youths of the country?
That's a good question. When we say youth, every country is different. So I believe in Kenya, it's 35 or 34. So 80% of our employees or staff are youth. I'll give the 20% for the upper management and the more mature or well-experienced management. But our idea is to work with different partners and different universities such as MKU and UON to basically empower as well as train youth and students in universities and colleges to able to help as well as educate them the different digital features that NovaPlus has, as well as help NovaPlus grow, educating consumers in different marketplaces as well too.
Kenya is currently moving towards sustainability, and we've seen some of the initiatives that the country has been doing to ensure that we go green. And some of the initiatives we've been seeing recently, it's one, we've been seeing the banning of the plastic paper bags in the country, and the second thing, we've been seeing the initiative of the president of planting a billion trees. And our power that we generate in the country, it's purely sustainable. It's green. It's hydro. I think 95% of our energy that we generate is renewable. and very few maintains in petrol. The tourism and hospitality industry is also catching up. We've been seeing there have been a lot of supplies that are moving towards sustainability. That is in terms of the consumable. If it's the toothbrush, it's a wood toothbrush. If it's the powering of facility, it's now solar. So NovaPlus is no exemption. And what initiative is NovaPlus doing to ensure that it moves towards the sustainability and it's taking part into the green initiative in the country?
Going in green, it's a key for us in NovaPlus. One of the things that we promote or we give priorities are green hotels, such as riding transportation that deals with electric vehicles and things like that. And we do have in our categories agriculture sections, such as farming. So farming is one of the big key sector in our categories that we usually heavily market and prioritize, showcasing the importance of going green and basically in farming and produce.
Kenya, it's termed as a Silicon Savannah, and we understand just as any business model for the e-commerce business model, we are finding that it makes sense only within the urban sector, and the rural area, it's very marginalized. And you look at also in terms of digital and internet penetration in the rural areas or the far-flung areas that have no access to electricity, have no access to internet connectivity. How does NovaPlus tap into that market? So how do we move from online to offline? So in terms of the sustainability, in terms of to ensure that the product is also accessible to people who are able to access a mobile phone, even if not smartphone. So are there initiatives or strategies that NovaPlus is doing to ensure that organizations or consumers who are not accessible to the internet is able also going to leverage on the platform because of the inclusivity,
We understand that digital is very challenging in rural areas, as well as internet and things like that. So some of the things that we are working on as NovaPlus in the future, as a part of a plan, is creating a USSD code where people has a phone or an old phone, they can order and purchase things through their phone. But that's something that we are planning on developing in the future to better reach NovaPlus and the digital platform in areas that are having some challenges when it comes to those aspects.
E-commerce, it's a very tricky business, and we've been seeing also most of the investors within the e-commerce platform are purely foreigners. Not that foreign investors are bad, but it looks like the landscape, it's very different in Africa. So actually, you see, last year and 2 years ago, we've been seeing some e-commerce platform exiting the Kenyan market, and also the African market at large. So we're looking at some of the key players exiting in Nigeria, Ghana, and South Africa. Kenya, what makes NovaPlus an exemption in this tough e-commerce environment? What makes it unique and stay afloat to ensure that it survives in this competitive environment? So what is it going to make it a little bit different this time around to ensure that the business thrives in years and years to come? And also remember, Bashir, to learn from the previous mistake of the businesses that came before us, right?
In the e-commerce market is a very tough market. As you see, many e-commerces have left this industry. So one of the things that we do is to basically, one of the philosophy that we go is Ubuntu philosophy. So basically to work together. To NovaPlus is we customize. This is a Kenya, this is an Africa technology or digital that we are bringing here. So we work with local businesses, SMEs, to customize their needs, to understand what they need or how they function, or some of the key things that we use when it comes to digital and AI to better serve them. So it's things also to learn from others that in the e-commerce that have dropped or failed. So to understand that we are not a US or Europe or any other brand, but we are a Kenyan, we are an African brand. So to work together, to help each other, to give back to each other, to understand each businesses and each SME's platform as well as businesses.
Last week, I saw there was an e-commerce platform that was sued by a Chinese electrical company here in Kenya. And the issue was because the e-commerce platform listed a product that is counterfeit, and it infringes on the international copyright law. And we know anti-counterfeit or, counterfeit product is something that, also the government is working towards. And just to ensure that there is a level playing ground. So how is NovaPlus going to ensure that no businesses are selling products that are counterfeit, infringing on other companies' copyright rights, actually, right? So how do you protect this counterfeit? And also remember to protect consumers. We also need to protect the consumer to ensure, but once they get into the platform, it's safe and secure.
Some of the ways that we, as NovaPlus, basically deal with counterfeit is we do have a strong policy. So when someone is onboarding, we do many ways that we do basically monitor. We do have the human aspect of basically checking that, make sure that the product are not counterfeit products, as well as we do have our advanced AIs that do scan daily and weekly and monthly as well too. So if we do see any product that is counterfeit, we do automatically delete or accounts and eliminate products from our platform, as well as we do partner with anti-counterfeit Kenya authority, basically to help understand that we are as well as partnering with the government of Kenya to basically work according to the law and make sure that we don't fall to the same route that other companies or other e-commerce have dealt with in Kenya or in the African market.
How can key players into the tourism and hospitality industry on board into the NovaPlus platform? So how do other players that wants to collaborate, wants to partner, how can they have a conversation with you? How can they take this part of e-commerce revolution, especially in the hospitality industry? If a hotel wants to get listed or a supplier wants to take part, and also you mentioned that tour operators have their own section into the platform. So how do you ensure that they're also onboarded? What's the call to action, Bashir?
How people can collaborate and work with NovaPlus. It's easy, www.thenovaplus.com. You just go into the top right, you sign up, create an account. It's free to onboard and to post. Takes less than 5 minutes to upload your product, as well as we're willing to work with any basically influencers, any social media, activists, or any other platform or businesses, basically to further NovaPlus platform. So you can call in or visit our contact information on the website and call us, and our customer service are here to help if you're willing to work with us, as well as to partner with us to further the vision and as well as the dream of exploring the beauty of Kenya.
I understand the NovaPlus, it's in a last stage of onboarding key players into the platform so that it can roll out into the Kenyan market. So in 2026, when do we envision to see NovaPlus launched officially into the market? The word is outside there, and also fellow Kenyans can take part into the e-commerce revolution. So when do we see it being launched?
Launch on NovaPlus. That's a question that a lot of people are asking. We are currently onboarding businesses, partnering with different platforms and different brands on the hospitality and e-commerce and many other sectors here in Kenya. So we're about 70 to 80% there. So 2026, yes, that's our target launch. as people will see us on social media and news outlets of the launch date as well as the event, but we're aiming sometime toward the end of 2026.
Thank you, Bashir, for the conversation. I think this was a very extensive interview, and at least our viewers is able to understand where NovaPlus is heading. So as a parting shot, where do we envision to see NovaPlus in the next few years?
NovaPlus has many visions, but the most important is NovaPlus website and application becomes Kenyan's heartland.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for you to explore Kenya, NovaPlus, it's your go tour guide. So we want the NovaPlus application to become Kenya's #1 application on e-commerce, hospitality, and travel and tourism, and all sectors. So as long as you have NovaPlus in your pocket or in your hand, you are safe and to discover this beautiful country.
Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic. It doesn't get better than this. It only happens here. Mice business at the 𝗦𝘁𝗿𝗁, and this is a mice business. See you next time. This episode is brought to you by Memoir Hospitality Consulting Limited, Meet Nairobi Event by HMP Agency, East Africa Exhibition Forum by Sarita Expo Center, and NovaPlus.